It's Sunday fun day, everybody. Guess what I'm doing? How do I flip the camera here? I am planting these flowers. Just a few. I have a few pots that I'll show you in a little bit, kind of do like a before and after. So for Earth Day yesterday, we went to, I can't remember the name of the garden. It's in my hometown, and it's a flower shop, and I got a few different random flowers, and I'm really excited about planting them today. Today is Sunday, so I bought them yesterday. I was worried that they were gonna freeze because it got kind of cold last night, and we got to take care of the chickens. So just tune in and we will plant some flowers and take care of chickens. So this is the before. So I have a little bit of potting soil left over from last year. I have that big one here with it had grass in it, but I killed it. I trimmed it too soon. And then two more little pots, and there's the dog toy. Here's my clematis that is doing really well, lining all the way up. And two more other pots that I'm gonna plant something in. And there's a little hosta that Clay's grandma planted back in the day, and it's still doing well. So that's the plan for today. This is the before. This is my fiance's before project. So he's gonna work on remodeling this picnic table. So we're gonna take the old boards off and put the new boards on. So we just have all sorts of little projects going on today. But that is our main goal, to get the flowers planted, the chickens taken care of, and this picnic table restored. So the first step was getting a wheelbarrow and filling up all the dirt from all these different pots. And a little tip for you guys, if you put cans or styrofoam, which the more I'm working with the styrofoam, the more I'm preferring the cans. But if you take some cans and place them into your pots, it takes up less soil, or like it takes up more room, so your pot is lighter and you use less soil, so, and it doesn't interfere with the drainage. So like I was saying, the first thing I do is I take all of the pots and I empty up all the dirt into a wheelbarrow, and then I kind of mix it up, and I try to get all of the roots out from the dead flowers, and I pull them out and mix the dirt around. And then I take cans, preferably they're not smashed like these over here. You want them to be not smashed, but empty, and line the bottom of your pots with them, at least the ones that are bigger. It prevents them from being so heavy also. So the soil weighs more than the empty cans, obviously, so the more empty cans you have, the less it's going to weigh. Okay, so I'm ready for the first pot. So I've got enough dirt in there. I've left a little bit room for some more dirt and mulch. If I don't have mulch today, but I'll have to get it next weekend. I'm going to start with some begonias, and I'm going to do every other color, white and red. And the best way, or how I was always taught to start this, is to take one of your plants. I think I'm going to try to be very gentle with them. Get that, and then you dunk them down in water. It is a bit cold today, so I'm gonna try to avoid getting wet. And soak them, saturate them. Then you come in here, and I need both hands, but then I'm gonna plant it right here. So I'm gonna pick one out, soak it, and some people shake off all the dirt. I'm not going to, and then plant it. And then I'll show you the final result of the product. I always enjoy looking up and seeing the men working on their little picnic table. I don't know, it's nice to be outside in nature. Me planting my flowers, look up, and there's my wonderful fiance working on something else. It's just really nice. It's one of my favorite things. and he's teaching his son, my stepson, Connor, how to cut a board. So it's a learning opportunity from him, and we're all spending time together. My son is unfortunately at a Boy Scout camp. I am ready to have him back. But anyway, that's what we're up to today. Okay, so I thought I would take a break from doing flowers. And I'm almost out of flowers. I spent $50 on flowers, and I'm probably gonna have to buy another $50 worth of flowers to get all of my pots full. Anyway, so I thought I'd take a break and come in here and take care of the chickens. So what I'm gonna have to do first is, just like last time, I am going to have to gather eggs out of their little laying boxes right here. I'll probably go ahead and give them some worms that are in this bucket here, if you can see, in that bucket there, and then some scratch that's in that bucket. So it just keeps them nice and healthy. Actually, I don't know if the worms actually do anything to keep them healthy, but I love watching them peck the ground for worms, and it's just really cute. It's like catnip, but for chickens. So it's one of my favorite activities to do when I get to be over here on the weekends. And the worst part of taking care of the chickens is, see all that chicken litter? I have to take a shovel, scrape it off into that blue bucket, and put it in the compost pile for our garden. I really don't like doing that part, but it's pretty bad right now. So I got the eggs out, which always freaks me out. I'm like, it's getting warmer, and I'm like, I'm terrified that I'm gonna like get snake bit. I don't know why. It's an irrational fear. I just hate snakes, and this seems like a very like perfect hideaway spot for snakes, and they like chicken eggs. So anyway, I haven't seen any yet in here, but gotta clean up all of the chicken litter. That's the next part, and I hate that part. Now this is my favorite part right here. So I've got some freeze-dried or dried worms, and I've put the chicken scratch down on this side, so they're already pecking at that. But I'm gonna put the worms over here, and we're gonna see which side they go to more often. It'll be fun. So you can obviously see, so there's the chicken scratch over here on this side. Worms are over here. Look at them just pecking away. It's like catnip, but for chickens. Oh, there goes one. Like, maybe some chicken scratch, but the rest of the 7 are over here loving the worms. And I could just watch them do this for literally hours. It's so funny to watch them. They're entertaining. And would you look at that? I am done with all my chores, and the boys are still working on the table. I win. I thought I would tackle one more chore for my fiance. Keep in mind, this is a bachelor house, and it's been that way since me and him got together. It's a hot ass mess. So I just do a little bit every time I come over. I try to. Sometimes I don't, because it gets, like when we were first dating, I was all like super motivated to like help him get his life together and kind of pick up the house. And then I noticed that I was like the only one doing it, and like him and his son were not doing anything to like help, and then I kind of gave up, which is not right of me, but that's what I did anyway. So I thought I would do one more chore before I left, and that is to tackle this pile of laundry. This is the laundry chair, and thought I would tackle that before I go home for the week. So, and they're still working on the table, if you can hear them. So I've added another chore onto my list, and then when they're done with that and they're done with the generator and the power tools out there, then I will give you an updated look at my flowers, and that should be coming next. So I am sitting at the finished table, drinking a hot cup of tea. Here comes the man of the hour. And I'll have to show you my flowers. So there's the finished product. Look at how good they did. And so there's my lavender plant. It'll get huge. So there's the clematis. And there is the finished 3 pots that I could do today. I need more flowers. So for me, what I do is a rule of pot planting. That sounds weird, but for planting flowers in a pot, I have this thing that's gonna get bigger and it's gonna drape down here and create some visual interest down this way to like offset all those flowers over there. I have something tall in the middle to kind of give it depth. And I didn't know where to put the ant, that little guy, so I just put him there. I'm thinking I might move him down right there. But for now, that's where they are. And I don't normally like pink, but I love this flower right here. It really gives some bright color to the whole, because I normally go with very neutral colors. But that's what it looks like, you guys. That's my finished day. Now it's time to go have dinner with my mom and dad. Now I am making some no-bake cookies. Happy Sunday. Hello everybody and welcome back to my bathroom. It is the end of a very long weekend. I had an excellent time this weekend. As you guys saw in the previous footage. Oh, I forgot to tell you. So the last clip was me making no-bake cookies. I should share the recipe because they are so good and they're so easy. So me and my mom love making no-bake cookies together. Really, I guess we don't love it, but the boys love them so much. So we made no-bake cookies for them for dessert. I actually had a little bit tonight, and that's unlike me. I've been trying to stay away from really sugary things, except for Red Bull, since I started Mounjaro, which I'm going to do an update on Mounjaro tomorrow. So keep an eye out for that. But so it's just the end of the night, and no-bake cookies are super simple. So you'd put a whole stick of butter in a pot, 2 cups of sugar, add that into the pot, 1/4 of a cup of cocoa powder into the pot. Always use the Hershey brand. And there's one other thing, I can't remember what you put in there. Sugar, cocoa powder, butter. Oh, and I think 1/2 cup of milk. And then you bring all that to a boil, or you don't want it to boil, but when it starts boiling, you want to remove it from the heat, let it cool for about a minute. Then you want to take 1/2 cup of peanut butter, mix it in, and 3 cups of oats, a little splash of vanilla extract, and mix all that together. And they're best when they're warm, so we just took a spoon and dolloped some up into serving dishes, and everybody had a little bit warm. And then if you actually just lay out some parchment paper and then scoop a spoonful, just a little dab, one here, one there, one here, and just go along your parchment paper and do that, then they actually set up and they're like a cookie. They're so delicious, so easy to make. They take no time at all with limited ingredients. So it's just something that, number one, my mom always has the ingredients for. And number 2, they take like 10 to 15 minutes to make, so it's easy. So that's what a no-bake cookie is. I highly recommend trying that. And now I'm just getting ready to wind down for the night. I am going to brush my teeth, wash my face, and then I have a little bit of a headache, so I'm either going to edit and upload this tonight, which tonight's Sunday night, or I'm going to do it tomorrow. during the day. So I think I'm going to label it or title it Simple Sundays, and I think I'm going to start actually doing that from now on. So I think my son just walked through the door, and I'm going to brush my teeth, wash my face, and hopefully watch a movie with him if he's up for it. It's pretty late though, so we'll see. I hope y'all had a fabulous time watching this video. It's just a simple Sunday in Ellen's world. Thank you guys for tuning in, and we'll see you next time. Bye!